Hey everyone, and welcome to another vlog, snooker vlog from me, Ross Q. And it's already Friday night, so the week is almost over. And I haven't managed to get to the snooker club yet, which is very disappointing, but things have been pretty manic at work, including a mammoth drive to Stansted Airport today, which was, well, there and back. Frustrating, but it is what it is. Anyway, I'm back. It's about 4:45 and I'm going to head down to the snooker club and get an hour and a half maybe of practice in. Hopefully, if it's not too busy, which I can't imagine it will be on a nice Friday night, or Friday evening, afternoon really. What am I going to practice today? Well, you'll have seen recently on the channel that I had a match against Brendan, and that's not the first time in a while I've actually sat down and watched myself back properly, and I was pretty disappointed with what I saw. I feel like some of the things that I worked really hard on and my technique to sort of iron out have crept back in. Things like my bridge hand being a little bit too far from the cue ball now, and just generally struggling to screw back consistently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a lot of easy, delicate screw back shots, and there's no better way of doing that in my opinion than just a center table lineup basically. Lots of shots back to back, trying to screw back and be consistent. So that's what I'm going to focus on to start with and see how I go. I also want to spend a bit more time on the black ball respot routine that I did last week and didn't do particularly well at. So yeah, I want to have another crack at that. And then I also, the light's just gone red, which is rather frustrating. I also want to maybe look a bit at late game safety play or single ball safety play. Basically, I saw a routine from somebody, I can't remember who it was. It might have been Hendry, or it might have been one of the other YouTubers, where basically you have cue ball and the black ball at opposite ends of the table, and you basically just have to try and keep one in the bulk area and one at the other end of the table, just repeat the shots. And I feel like that might help me, because I feel like I've struggled with that kind of situation where there's maybe one or few balls left on the table, and basically trying to get the focus on getting the object ball safe, and maybe not trying to play the perfect safety shot. So I'm maybe going to spend a bit of time on that and see where we get on. I don't have a huge amount of time because it's sort of tea time-ish, so an hour and a half maybe, and then we'll see how we go. So let's we're not there yet, but when we get there, let's make our way in the club and see who's about and see if I can get a table, which I'm sure I will. It's chaos at this roundabout. The ambulance gone through, so we missed our lights, and now there's a massive queue to get off this roundabout, so I might never get there, to be honest.
Okay, first of all, we'll start with one of my usual warm-up routines, and you saw in the last video it was to spread all the balls around randomly on the table. This one, because I wanted to concentrate on straight queuing and easy straight pots, I decided to use my lineup routine. So this is the any order lineup, basically trying to clear this table without missing. I still yet to do this, but I've been close plenty of times. In this occasion it wasn't that close, but it was a decent attempt. You'll see in a forthcoming video, in fact it was very recent, it happened just this week, and this is sort of almost a month later that I'm recording the commentary on this video when I actually filmed it. So just this week I got to the very last ball for the third time, and not only did I get to the very last ball, but I actually got pretty good position on it, but the pressure got to me, I still missed it. So that's one to look forward to. But never mind. So to start with, I'm just kind of playing position into areas, hoping to have a choice of a couple of balls to go at. Also got the extra camera set up, the gimbal, as you saw in the setup. Blue, what do you call it? The setup B-roll. And there you go, that's where it goes wrong. Flat of the table, just lost the cue ball there. Left myself a really difficult pot. Well, not really difficult, but a difficult pot. And I was pretty close to it, but unfortunately it didn't go in. But we play on. Yep, my cat's about to come and see me, so if you can hear her jingly jangly, it's my cat's collar. Tried to force that one in to get position, and position wasn't too bad, but well, the red didn't go in. And that one was absolutely miles away. So yeah, it's true though, once you miss one, your concentration does kind of drift. So yeah, it's one of those things that I feel like if I'm going to do this challenge, it's probably going to be on like my first attempt. Like there's almost no point in doing multiple attempts at it in one session, because I just, you know, kind of get frustrated with it, and if I'm going to do it, I'm probably going to do it in the first or maybe the second attempt. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with that last red. The next thing I wanted to do was, this was specifically the sort of lots of delicate sort of screw and stun shots. So this is again just a middle of the table lineup, but the difference is, unlike the warm-up routine where I could pot them in any order, this one I need to pot them in order, you know, bottom to top of table essentially. So that's what you see here, and this is the successful attempt. Probably took me about 6 goals, I guess, before I got a successful attempt. Yep. Pretty happy with that one. Didn't think I could hold this side of the red. I thought I sort of messed it up, but I did actually manage to hold it quite nicely. There. And there we go, just this last red. Yep, happy with that. And now we move on to the black spot challenge. So this is obviously where, I mean obviously there's a pink, but where you try and pot and then get position on the next black each time. And if you remember, I wanted to, you know, I started, this was the sort of very first routine that my coach gave me after I saw him the first time, and I wanted to see, it's been 2 years since he gave me this routine, I wanted to see if I've made any significant improvement, and my target was to basically get to 10, and then see where we go from there. And in the last session I think I got 8, or was it 9, I can't remember. I'll put a caption on the screen as to what it was. Cue ball's just drifted a little bit there, but still okay. Just gone to the wide shot because it's close to the frame, edge of the frame. Yeah, happy with that. So, see if you can see this sort of little thing that I've got on my action now. Before I get down the shot, I put my cue to the cue ball, sort of see how far I am away from it, because basically I want to make sure that I'm not walking in too far from the shot. So I've got to see it. We'll hopefully see it in a future clip, but something I sort of did for a while and then hoped I could, eventually it would just become my natural position, but I feel like I made, oh well, there we go, there's the miss, but that is 10 in a row, so I'm happy with that. 10 in a row, that was my target, and you know, I might keep doing it for a few more weeks and see if we can get to maybe, I don't know, like Break From Life says 20, but I said, like, you know, anything more than 10 is going to be good for me. Anyway, this is the sort of safety routine I was trying. So I think I saw this on Stephen Hendry's channel a while back, but basically you start with, it's almost like a black ball game essentially, or rather respotted black, where you play white in the D and the black on its spot, and essentially what you try and do is you try and leave one ball in the balk area and one ball at the other end of the table, and sort of see how long you can keep it going in competitive shots. Now I struggled with this, no getting away from it. I also found it quite a dull routine to do, but I do think I did a reasonably good attempt at some point, maybe sort of 4 or 5 shots, but in a row. But still, this is something I definitely need to practice. Not so much for respotted blacks, but just generally in an end of frame situation where there's only a couple of balls left, and I need to get the object. You know, I need to focus on getting object ball safe rather than the cue ball safe. Which is, you know, where I tend to go wrong.
But that's a professional reason, yeah.
So that's why that one's gone wrong. With another go.
Okay, thank you. Like a show. Oh, is that? Oh, yes.
Now in a respotted black, that just drifted past the bog. Right? Respotted black situation, I would probably play the side to side shot. It's a much easier shot, but for the sake of this routine, I'm playing up and down the spot, which is a sort of old-fashioned way of doing it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that one, I almost looked like I went to the pot there, but I wasn't. I was trying to just leave the black in balk and get the white down the other hill, which I just about did. I think anywhere past the blue pocket, or past the blue spot, relative to the balk line, is a successful result in terms of separation of the balls. So there we go, the black's just gone past the blue spot, and the white is well and truly in balk. Oh, double K. Not quite. I think it would have been alright up to double K, but anyway, that's the end of that. Another goal coming up. I thought that was my best attempt, so I'm not sure what this is. Okay, maybe another good attempt. I mean, obviously, the successful shot in terms of the routine, but it's not really got the black safe. I mean, obviously this leaves a tough pot for my opponent, but it is still a can. So it's not ideal. Black really needs to be either on the side cushion or on the balk cushion. That's okay though. Cue ball is close to the balk cushion. Black is not close to a pocket. Well, it would be a brave shot to take that one on. Can I avoid the double kiss here though? No, I can't. And that I definitely left it, because that would be end for him, no doubt. So here we go again. Oh, this is the perfect start to a re-spotted back situation. Wow, how did that go in? Hashtag bucket. Yeah, showed quite a few of these. I didn't intend to show many of these, but don't really want to edit the video again. Again, successful in terms of the routine, but not necessarily in terms of a safe shot. You know, this is very much possible to take the black on and get the cue ball safe. So, I mean, I didn't do that, I just played to carry on the routine. That's a bit there, so yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's okay as long as the white keeps going over the ball flight. No, not quite. I didn't get to play on from here, maybe try and toss it, but I think that is the end of this particular routine. No, they just keep going. that was good safety. I mean, with black is, I guess, close to the pocket, but still a fair bit of distance. Managed to avoid the double kick that time, but if the cue ball going too quick, it is. They've got a limit. Yeah, that's the end of that.
What a pretty horrible day. Supposed to have plans to clean the inside and outside of our caravan today because it's one of the last, well, it's the second last weekend I have available before we go to France. But I don't think I'll be cleaning the outside of it if it stays like this. Not the outside, inside either, because to clean the inside I have to get everything out and pile it outside and then clean and then put it all back in orderly fashion, which means it will get wet. Still. Anyway, I'm off to the snooker club. It's Saturday morning, about sort of 9:10, and I've got a GA Snooker, which GA Snooker, if you remember, is the internal club league that I help run. So we got a committee meeting and we're going to be discussing things like new handicaps following the most recent league, what the format's going to be for the coming summer league, and anything else really, whatever else we want to do in terms of events or trying to attract new players, that kind of thing. And I'll bring you along, but I'm going down a bit early. It doesn't start till 10, so it's only 9:10. I'm going to go down a bit early, get sort of 45 minutes, maybe half an hour by the time I set everything up of practicing, and I'll let you know if I do anything interesting. But I don't think I'm going to bother setting my camera up properly. We'll see, depends how many other people are in there, and then we'll go to the meeting and we'll see what's decided. I don't think I'll film much of the meeting, just snippets, but I'll tell you afterwards if I've got a new handicap and what the new league's going to look like. Anyway, let's go. There we go.
So yeah, I did have a pretty good session. Nothing extravagant happened that was worth showing too much of. I thought, you know, I did a little bit of, you know, I did another attempt at the any order lineup, which I got relatively close to, but I think I did it in 2 misses. I did a couple more goals at the black spot challenge, and I don't think I beat 10, so not going to show it here. And then I started looking at trying to do colours clearance, but starting on the black. So again, this was to sort of try and get to being able to do multiple, you know, 2 colour clearances back to back. But then people started turning up to the meeting, and it was annoying because I think this was my best score. A lot of looped position on the green. I think this was my best score, but having then got distracted by talking to people, I think just took my afterthought and ended up missing it.
Yeah, it's pretty disappointing. It's the same faces, isn't it, basically, that keep telling them. Given the prizes where we weren't going to break even on, you know, we're going to make a loss on that. But we tried to see if it attracted any more players, which, you know, we got Jack and Kieran, but whether they joined...
I don't think it was for the prize money.
It wasn't for the prize money, so it certainly didn't attract anybody else in the club, putting the poster up and stuff like that. So I don't think, unless anybody's really married to the prize money, I don't think it's worth.
Handicaps, Isaac.
I've got pretty much similar to what we had before. All I've done is stuck Adam Law up to 21, I believe it is, that's 14, more than he had last time, so I feel like he just completely wiped everyone. I feel like we had results where, like, I mean, I lost against Anne 2-0, I drew against Kieran and things. I think there's some other results as well. Obviously, Adam, you said about you feel like you want to go up.
I'm going to go up to 14 if that's all right. Yeah, I mean, I came second. I lost to Adam Law in 2 black ball frames, but then you beat me. So I mean, it's swings and roundabouts, isn't it?
Yeah.
All on the day.
So I don't know what anyone else.
But I just think, like, to try and encourage. Well, for me to encourage me to sort of concentrate a bit more, which is one of my downfalls in frames, and also to encourage, you know, some of the newer players that there might be a bit more, you know.
Not a chance.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think, you know, I think it's. I'd be happy to go up to 14, even if it means I finish mid-table. That's.
Yeah. I don't know if to go off or not really. I don't know what people think.
Go up.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, I'm certainly probably wouldn't want to start a league until at least mid-August, I would have thought.
Yeah, it's hard over the summer.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always start it, can't you? It doesn't mean that people have to get those games done in the summer period to get it off and stuff. It just means that...
Yeah, you could extend the end time rather than the start time.
We try and get it done before Christmas, don't we? Then we usually
before the Christmas Cup. Yeah.
In like December time. I mean, last time that pushed it right up to Christmas.
Yeah, so we want to be finishing it sort of mid-November at the latest, kind of thing.
Then do we do the Christmas knockout if we're going to do a competition earlier?
I think so, because the Christmas knockout is a different thing. I think, like, what I'm talking about doing something earlier is just like who turns up on the day and then just having a bit of a.
So you could just do like a
do
like a one frame knockout
yeah.
sort of thing. You get them done pretty quick, wouldn't you?
So what we're proposing for the next few months, anything at all?
I'm gonna organise a tournament in a day. Turn up at 10 o'clock. Do it as a double elimination, so everybody gets at least two frames, and either do 1 frame shootout or I'll aim for like late July. I think when I get back from holiday. Or
Suggestion was to go back to the 3 frame situation.
I quite like that idea, but
I
I'm just
like
worried
the
about people like Adam who wouldn't be able to manage it at lunchtime.
Well, I mean,
but you could maybe
the only thing I'd say about that is I wouldn't be able to manage at lunchtime, but I didn't need to this time.
Okay.
So everybody was fairly accommodating for not playing lunchtime, so maybe it's not that big a deal. I think we all want free. It's just time. That's all.
Yes.
But, as I say, every match I played at least 1 friendly afterwards or before.
Yeah.
So, like in the previous league, I think I played 2 lunchtime matches and struggled because I wasn't able to switch off from work. So yeah, not a bad session of practice there before the meeting, and the meeting I've decided to go up to handicap of, well, go down in handicap, it depends how you look at it. With handicaps working that the lower you are, in theory the better you are, so my handicap's going to go down to -14, along with Isaacs, who you've seen on the channel quite a lot, and Adam Law, who's also going to be going down to -21. He won the last league we played. And the other thing that came out of it is that at some point I'm going to organise a 1-day tournament, probably a sort of shootout style thing, and I hope to bring you maybe some frames from that at some point, probably towards the end of July, early August, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, that's all from me for this week though, and I'll catch you in the next video.